still here?
I'll come back and get my things after my shift.
Yeah, well, you just might find them in the front yard. You want breakfast?
Well, I was gonna go up and eat at the cafe.
No, you don't. Now, you can go on and tell Les and Bobby and Charlie that I threw you out. But I ain't gonna have you going to work eating cafe breakfast here.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Melissa, this whole thing just one big mistake, baby. I swear that girl don't mean nothing to me.
She meant enough for you to go and sleep with her.
How many times I got to say it? I am ashamed of what I did.
You ashamed of what you did, or you ashamed because you got caught?
Well, what you want me to do, huh? I mean, you want me to beg you for forgiveness for the rest of my life?
How the hell you want your eggs?
They told me I could have a night shift if I wanted to. That way I'd never have to see another sunrise again. Yeah, unless it's because you late.
Hey, you were this morning.
I'm not going to, though. Can my boy Jeffrey, he's going to be all conference football and basketball this year, and I'm not going to miss one of his games. Yeah, you betcha. Oh, my dog. Oh, come on. Don't start singing this early in the morning. Hey, Smith.
Wilson, Parker, you two guys hang on a second. I'm taking you guys out of shaft 15 this morning.
Oh, that's great, Smith.
Get to work on our golf. We need a crew in the junction.
Junction? What the hell for? That's the oldest part of the mine, Schmidt. It was robbed before we was even born.
It's a good thing you guys aren't running this company. We had a geophysical team from the university down here last month, and they say there's several $1 million worth of coal in those branches.
Gasification?
Yeah, coal gasification. Got a pilot plant over in Charleston starting up to do just that. Get to it, boys.
They take that coal out, and then they squish it all together, you see, and they make gas. Now, you're making yourself enough gas, you see, and the next time they raise them oil prices, you can just tell those fellas to go kiss your sweet patootie.
We're not going to listen to this all morning,
Yeah, gasification ain't important. It's high school football. That's what you say you read. I don't know about that.
That's that article tell you this part of the mine's about 100 years old?
Well, maybe it did, maybe it didn't. Charlie, maybe it's not too late to change shifts.
13C. 13D, that ain't right.
What's the matter, Charlie? Something wrong?
Well, that last turn should have put us in pillar 11. This says 13.
Well, maybe somebody changed the numbers when they closed the junction.
No, more likely we took a serious wrong turn back there. Last, Bobby, you track back to the shaft and get old Schmidt on the phone.
Okay.
Hey, Charlie, if we're not back by noon...
You start without us.
Get out of here. See you around, Bill. We could be digging down here for the rest of our lives, Joe.
Why worry? You're not going anywhere, John. You could make this a home away from home. Well, I hear you're going to need one anyway.
Charlie, you ought to take a look at this. Hey, Charlie, I think you ought to take a look at this. Charlie! 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 Charlie? Charlie! Charlie! Help! Somebody there? Who's there?
Somebody there?
Yeah! I can use a hand!
Who's there?
Close your eyes.
Come on. Thanks.
No problem, Dave.
I like to broke my leg.
Yeah, let me take a look at it.
Don't touch me.
Come on, let me take a look at it. Yeah. Now look, I think it is broken. I'm gonna make you a splint. You ready?
What's that?
What?
On your wrist.
That's a wristwatch. Hey, come on, man. I need that. Now, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Just hold it.
Yeah. When you're done, you turn out that fire.
Huh?
Turn out the lamp. Start an explosion.
This ain't gonna cause no explosion. I'm just hoping that the batteries will hold out. Now, you hold this for me. Right there.
No heat.
Hey, come on, man. Right there. What are you doing? That's our light.
I've never seen a lantern like this before.
Yeah, well, you can pick one up at any hardware store. Costs you about $150.
$50. That's 3 months' pay.
Did you say $150 is 3 months' pay?
Uh-huh.
Hey, they're still up there. They gotta be looking for us. Yeah. Hey, somebody! Help! We're down here! We're here! Hey, you think they're still looking for us?
They always do.
Yeah, well, it sounds like you've been through a few of these.
I've seen it happen. I spent a lot of time digging my friends out of spots like this.
I can't understand it. I don't know what happened.
I don't rightly know. 1 minute I was swinging a pick, and the next I was buried under that.
A pick? You had a pick? Where is it?
Somewhere up there.
Oh, God. How could you lose a thing like that? We could dig our way out of here.
Save your breath. It's under a ton of rock. I don't believe I know you. I didn't know we had colored working in the mine.
Yeah, but we're all over the place, buddy. I don't think I know you either. I ain't never seen you, not on the day shift.
You work the day shift and you don't know Ray Dobson?
No, I don't.
I'm the senior man here.
Are you right? In making what you make? Well, you ought to talk to your union rep, man.
The only union men in this mine are dead men, sir.
Now, Ray, this is stupid. We got a hell of a lot more to worry about instead of you and me down here fighting.
You're right.
Yeah, right. I'm sure your daddy told you the same thing that mine told me. Just like religion and politics, you don't ask a man what he makes.
I wouldn't know. My pappy died when I was born. Cholera got him in 1877.
Yeah, well, Did you say 1877?
I did.
Yeah, well, Ray, that makes you about 109 years old, buddy.
On my last birthday, I was 35.
Now, come on, Ray! I wasn't that good in math, but I do know that if you was born in 1877 and you just turned 35, well, that just brings you up to 1912.
That's right. September 16th, 1912. Oh.
There you are, Dottie. Did we ever get that letter from the school board? Why are you looking at me like that?
Reverend Bailey, it is not my place to tell you exactly how to do your job.
Oh, come on, Dottie. Why should you be any different?
I thought you were going to deliver this letter to Melissa Parker yesterday.
Well, I was going to do just that, Dottie, when Mrs. Ritter's husband called about her stroke. I had to spend the rest of the day at the hospital with the poor woman.
Oh, I understand. I understand.
Dottie, this thing's been sitting here how long? 60-some years?
Since 1912.
And for all we know, it's just some kind of prank. I mean, no one's ever steamed it open to see what was inside it. I don't believe anyone's ever bothered to tell Melissa Parker it exists. So it's a day late.
Reverend Bailey, this letter was entrusted to the church because the instructions would be followed. And besides, until their wedding several years ago, there was no Melissa Parker.
I'm duly chastened, Mrs. Clark. Of course, the instructions should be followed. Although I must confess, I see no reason to worry that it was delivered a day late.
Devil? Come on. You're the one that was worried about flames. Now, you just leave that alone.
What's this?
Well, the last time I checked, that was a $5 bill.
Oh, yeah? Well, what do you call this?
Counterfeit.
This is a perfectly good silver certificate.
Are we going to sit here and talk about this, or are we going to try and dig our way out of here?
You can dig till doomsday if you want, and you still won't get 5 feet from where you're standing. Besides, you're using air. Why don't you sit down and rest, save your strength? Somebody's coming. Trust in the Lord.
The Lord helps those who helps themselves. I don't like this. Maybe I ought to be dead. Maybe I'm already dead.
Then what does that make me?
You're another ghost. Yeah. There's been a lot of cave-ins down here. Well, maybe you died in 1912.
Well, maybe you're the devil himself.
D13! We wanted D13! Oxygen D13 people defense. We had a whole tunnel collapse. We're trying to get the men out. Keep them out of there so we can get the work done. We'll let them know who's safe as soon as we can. Now move out, boys! We need Charlie! And we need Bobby! Who's with you? Just last. Just me. What about Charlie and the Parker? They were way back in the junction when the whole thing came down. Damn it! Watch out! Guns are coming through! Hey, you see Johnny down there? Did you find Parker, too? We're looking to find them, but the whole thing is down! He's out, man. Try to search for one man whose air's running out in 100 square yards of tunnel. We may never find him in that. What are you going to do, give up? No. We got a few tricks. First, get the rescue team over to the junction. Bobby will show you the way. Les, pull that crew out of shaft 6. Get them over to the junction from the other side. Have them get some picks and shovels. Okay. That's the only way. Okay. Come on, you guys. Let's move, people.
Ray, this air's getting stale.
Tastes like coal. You gotta take it easy. Stretch out the supply.
Yeah, well, can we talk at least?
Can't talk, you might as well die. Yeah. Anyway, I was seeing Abby Carter at the time. She had this sister, Sarah. A twin. They was always pulling the switch on me. Just so happened they pulled it the very night I was going to propose to Abby. I guess I was so nervous I couldn't tell the difference. I went right ahead and proposed to Sarah, who said yes. Abby was so mad at me she wouldn't talk to me for weeks.
Which one is that? Is that Abby or Sarah?
It's Sarah, of course. She's the one that said yes.
Ray, she looks like a good woman to me.
You married, John?
Yeah. I've been married several years. Her name's Melissa. She was my high school sweetheart.
Sarah and I have been married 5 years.
Yeah, well, 5 happy years, I hope.
Oh, we had our ups and downs.
Yeah, well, right now I'm having one of my downs. I've been making mistakes. Mistakes I'll be paying for the rest of my life.
My mama used to say every night when the sun went down, it was the death of the sky. But at dawn, it's reborn. She's beautiful.
Thank you.
There's color in this picture.
Mrs. Parker? Mrs. Parker? Melissa Parker?
I'm not ready to see you yet, Reverend.
This has nothing to do with the mine, Mrs. Parker. I've been looking for you. It's about a letter addressed to you.
I don't understand. It's old.
74 years old, to be exact.
What is this?
No one knows. But you're Melissa Parker, as it says. I was supposed to deliver this letter to you yesterday so you could open it. Go ahead.
Dear Mrs. Parker, this will strike you as madness, but there's no other way to put it. If you are reading this on September 15th, 1986, then you must stop your husband John from going to the Casu mine. On September 16th, he will be trapped in a cave-in.
I don't want excuses. I want equipment. And I want it here right now.
Melissa's on her way in here and she's got the Reverend with her.
That guy works fast.
What about the vent shafts, Dutch? Can't we check those?
Junction's an old egg, Bobby. They didn't drop as many vent shafts as we do now.
Yeah.
We're just going to have to face facts. Our chances of finding Parker are non-existent. I'm sorry,
Please,
Melissa.
listen to this. John Parker is trapped in a junction in a tunnel opened September 2nd, 1912. Approximately 25 yards north of Pillar 11.
Let me see that. Where'd this thing come from?
It's been in a safe at my church for some 70 years. Reverend Watts showed it to me when I took over.
Good God, Reverend, I can't pull my crews out of Shaft 12 right now. You don't just pick up and move a crew like that on some goofball idea. Parker's dying down there.
Do it. Do what the letter says.
Melissa, I'm
Look, you're the one that sent him down there.
Ray. Did you hear that?
What is it?
That sound, listen. Ray, there's somebody up there.
We're here! We're here! We're here!
Hey, come on! Keep coming! We're alive!
We're here!
Come on!
We got him!
Come on! Look out, he's got a bullet in his bag! He's gonna get away here! I'm down here!
I got him. I'm telling you, you gotta go down there. You're gonna be down there. Will you listen to me? I'm telling you, he's still down there. Out.
What's he talking about? He's only one missing.
Too much dust, I suppose, makes you see things.
Oh, Ray, it's safe, thank God. Oh, God.
Sarah, this man saved me. His name's John Parker. He didn't know me. He didn't have to help me, but he's still down there.
No, Ray, it's all right. You're safe now. We can go home. I got you back.
I can't just leave him down there.
Ray, they say that you were the only one down there.
Here's a picture of his wife. He told me all about her.
The picture's painted.
I I know this sounds crazy, honey, but this man's from the future. And somewhere, somehow, she's worrying about him just like you worried about me. I gotta help him, honey, even though it may mean interfering with the Lord's plan.
Ray,
No. Will you get me a pencil and a piece of paper?
I don't understand any of this, but I love you. And I will help you.
Your husband saved my life, Mrs. Parker. And if you believe that a man facing death thinks only of those things that are important and true, you should know that John was thinking of you. He's too good a man to spend his life begging forgiveness. Sincerely, Ray Dobson.
Hey, this guy will do anything to get out of work for a day.
We had to beat him up a little bit, but we got him. Oh, done real good.
Bobby, sweet mate.
It's okay, Melissa. I'm all right. Melissa. I'm sorry. I'm so...
Let's go home.
Hello, Marie. Thank you, Marie.
Bon appetit.
Found this in my office, on the floor. I think you dropped it. Ira, I've seen you staring at that picture before, mooning over it. Look, I know it's none of my business, and I shouldn't pry, but, are you and Valerie having, problems?
Marvin, what are you talking about?
She isn't a client, is she?
A client?
Ira, is there something going on?
With her? Can you believe it? He wanted to know if I was having an affair with the girl in the picture.
And what did you say?
What do you think I said? I said, Marvin, you yut, that's my wife.
You didn't even recognize me?
Well, come on, sweetheart. You were just a girl back then.
Oh, I see. In other words, now I look so much older.
No, you're more mature now. Then you were flighty, you were silly, you were cute.
What am I now? Quasimodo? So that's why you're always mooning over that picture.
Of course not, sweetheart. That's not what I meant at all. It's just, I don't know, back then, things were different. I was different. You were different.
We were kids. Would you really still rather be driving around in that stupid old van of yours, searching for ourselves, finding who knows what kind of body lice?
Don't tell me you don't miss those days. You said so yourself. I couldn't get enough of you in those days. I was insatiable.
Well, it certainly wasn't my sense of style that attracted you. I looked like a bag lady. But if you want to see cute...
Listen, Val, I really don't want to see another picture of your damn dog.
Not the dog, Ira. You were adorable. I'd really like to see you going into court looking like that.
Why can't we be more like we were back then?
It's late. I gotta get up early.
Hey. I am still insatiable, you know.
So take an appetite suppressant or something. I'm going to sleep.
But we've never denied that Cal Methyl dumped the stuff there. We're simply saying that since it was all done over 30 years ago, that their culpability must be viewed in an historical fashion.
That is the most self-serving argument I've ever heard in my life.
In 1958, the prevailing opinion about a corporation's responsibility to the environment was vastly different. Cal Methyl will clean up the site, and that'll be that. Besides, no one's health was impaired.
Marvin, how do you sleep at night? Mothers give birth to deformed babies because of our climate.
How can anyone doubt the public-mindedness of a corporation that sponsors 2 symphonies and 3 TV documentaries a year, all on endangered species?
We're not a PR firm, for God's sake.
Come on, man. The argument is not without precedent. You know it. It's exactly the same position that Ogilvy, Melnick, Blinkman, and Schramm used in the New Hampshire versus Fahrenheit case, which, as you very well know, the smart one says is going to be upheld.
Marvin, pull over. Stop the car. Stop the car, Marvin, right now!
But Ira, the reservation's for 12:30.
Can't help it, Marvin. I'll see you back at the office.
I'm on the way there already.
How's it going?
Valerie, what is this? Some kind of a joke?
I knew it. I knew you'd freak when you saw me.
What'd you do to your hair? You supposed to be at work now?
Cool out, Ira. Don't you like what you see?
Val, this isn't funny.
It isn't supposed to be. Come on, Ira, relax. You've been wanting me this way for a long time now, haven't you?
Yeah, but
Then quit fighting me.
a joke is a joke, Val.
Call
ridiculous.
her. Call her.
How did you do this? You look so young.
Call her.
Hello, aerobics. Can I help you?
Yeah, Annie?
Ira?
Yeah, it's Ira, right. Valerie's not there, is she?
Yeah, of course she is.
She is?
I told you.
Yeah, you want to talk to her?
Yeah.
I'll put her on.
Hello?
Valerie?
Ira?
What's wrong, hon? You sound...
Wrong? No, nothing's wrong. I won't be home for dinner.
You have a late appointment.
I have a late appointment.
Oh. Okay. Ira?
Yeah, Val, listen, I'll get something to eat somewhere.
Love is all you need.
Love is all I need. Listen, Val. I'll get something at the deli, okay?
Ira, are you sure you're all right? You sound like you've had a stroke.
No, I'm fine. I'm real fine.
You were incredible. The whole afternoon's ahead of us.
totally wiped out. I'd have to be hospitalized by nightfall. This day, it's real. You are real.
And I'll be here for you whenever you want me.
But where did you?
I'm the girl you married, Ira. The one you dream about. Hey, don't ask so many questions, Ira. You can blow a good thing that way. Don't you get it? You've been thinking so much about the way it used to be that what you want so bad has become real. That's me. The Valerie that you remember. The one you hoped would never change. And I haven't.
I wish I could say the same.
Tell me about it. What's with the suits?
That is my court costume.
You did it. You're a public defender like you are.
Corporate counsel.
Bummer.
Well, my life's not so bad.
Then why are you so sad? You never used to be a sad person, Ira. What happened?
Valerie, yippies turned into yuppies. Jerry Rubin runs a business networking salon, whatever the hell that might be, and that is what happened. Okay, I know how that must sound, and you're right. There's much more to it than that. I'm just being facile. I'm oversimplifying. I mean, it's a whole evolution of the social infrastructure we're talking here. So much more gradual, much more complex. Jeez, Val, you gotta understand. You must. You were there. We were gonna change the world, remember? Somewhere along the line, I don't know, we lost each other somehow. Est and the me decade, leveraged buyouts, tanning parlors, aerobicizing. Seems like nobody cares about anybody anymore, except himself. Our focus just narrowed.
Then we need to expand it. Let's do some window pane and watch the walls melt.
Valerie, if I went anywhere near LSD, we could watch my brains melt right out my ears. Sweetheart, nobody does that anymore. Wake up, smell the 80s.
Jeez, Ira, you are a stone drag.
Where you going? You just got here.
You know, man, we used to laugh at people like you.
Valerie?
I'm in here.
Who's laughing in here?
The TV, Ira. I turned it off when I heard you come in. There's nobody here but me and Herman Hesse.
Sid Harton, huh? Wow. You know, there was a time that I thought the whole damn key to existence was contained in this book. You were reading with the TV on?
Yeah, I just got an urge. It's something you said last night.
Don't stop on my account.
I was just about ready to go to bed anyway.
You go on. I'll be up in a while. I have some transcripts to proof.
I called your office today. The receptionist said you never came back from lunch.
Yeah. There was a meeting at Cal Methyl. On short notice. Took all day.
Okay, Ira.
How could you all let it happen?
It wasn't exactly a conscious choice we made.
I mean, how could anybody who cared about money as little as you did suddenly need to have it so fast and so often that you have to have it from a little machine on the street?
I guess I figured if I couldn't change the world, I'd settle for a little corner of it. Mine. Ours. Make it safe and secure, and that takes money.
And have you done that?
I'm a sellout. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, it's not that, babe. It's just, well, are you happy?
Yes, I am happy. I don't know. Most of the time I am. Something is missing.
Sure there is. Me. Come on, honey, you've got to tell her.
What about
I've been a memory too long. It's her turn now.
I had a great time. I felt like a kid for a while, but I cannot do this to her. This is my wife we're talking about.
Ira, who am I?
Oh, God. Valerie?
Ira.
What in the hell is going on here?
Ira, wait a minute. It's not what you think.
What the hell it isn't? How could you do this to me?
Hey, wait a minute. Who's that?
Forget about her. Who is that? I want to introduce myself before I kill him.
Oh, my God, Ira. It's me. Oh, so you've been doing it, too.
What do you mean, too?
Come on, everybody. Let's not get uptight.
You know, you're beginning to sound like something out of a rerun of the Mod Squad.
If there was ever a reason to get uptight, my friend, this has got to be it. What is going on here?
I don't know, but I guess two can be nostalgic as easily as one.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This guy is not taking my place.
But Ira, what about me? What about us?
Forget it. I must have been crazy to even consider it. I want the two of you out of here right now.
Why? I haven't wasted my life. I deserve to be here. So does she.
Yeah, man, we've got a handle on all this stuff that counts. The dreams, the ideals, the love.
What are you talking about? You are 18 years old. You don't know squat about life or love. Real love is commitment. What am I saying?
But you're right. You're absolutely right. Ira, we almost made a stupid mistake. Say, we nearly lost each other because these two.
Where'd they go?
Who cares? They were beginning to annoy me anyway.
They? You mean we?
Were we really like that? All that arrogance, that naivete, that pomposity.
Idealism, the passion, the fire.
Well, what if they're right, Ira? What if we really wasted our lives?
You know, I wasn't aware of the fact that our lives were over. I mean, just don't suddenly lose your social conscience because you cut your hair, you know. Come here, will you? Come here. You know that world out there that you wanted to change? It's still out there. It's just that our focus narrowed, that's all.
Then we need to expand it.
What do you want to do? You want to drop a little acid and watch the walls melt?
No. No, I want my life to be about something more than watching my weight and thinking about how it used to be.
Why don't you make it that?
And how about you putting in some hours at that legal aid clinic that's always after you?
Maybe I will.
And maybe we could have a baby. As long as you're still insatiable.
I think I will be.
It has been said the 80s are just the 60s 20 years later. The costumes may change, but the cast remains. The arrogant, the radical, the naive and the cynical, the misplaced and the spaced. Each a stage in the growth of a generation as it treads the tail end of the 20th century.
It's been said that the body is the means through which an athlete can best reveal the dynamic potential of the human spirit. But what happens when the means to that expression is injured beyond repair? Meet Ed Hamner, a once prominent player in the big leagues, a man who's never resolved himself to his fate as a non-participant, but who will soon be forced to bat in the Twilight Zone.
And the pitch. There's a drive to right center. It is in the gap. Man,
go!
First,
That's it! Dig!
Man,
Take three!
Second. Here's the relay from the outfield. Man in there with a
Hey, Paula,
triple.
come on in. Come on.
Carson working fast. The pitch. The routine bouncer to short. The throw to first, and that's the ball game. The Tigers' slump continues.
Bet they wish you were still hitting cleanup.
Oh, I don't know. I had my share of big swings that came up empty. Hey, how was practice today?
Pretty good. Ryan Claiborne says he's going to teach me to throw a curveball. Yeah, I'm not going to. I remember what you said.
You're too young to throw a curve. You'll only hurt your arm. And besides, that fastball of yours is enough to get anybody out. But you got to concentrate. Remember, if you ever feel like you're losing it, just step off the mound, take a deep breath, completely clear your mind.
Confidence and concentration.
It works every time.
Oh, I almost forgot. Well, I hear 20 Ed Hamners will get me a Reggie Jackson.
Ed, come on. Good.
But that's not even the real surprise. Take a look at this one.
Monty Hanks? Never heard of him. Well, not much of a career, 2 years. Good stats, though. 7 home runs his second year. That was a lot in those days before the Babe. He looks kind of familiar.
Kind of like the guy you see in the mirror, right? The guy at the shop said he's been holding on to that car for years. Only one like it he's ever seen. It's an off-brand. It's not even listed in the catalog. Well, I gotta go, or Mom's gonna have kittens. See you at the game tomorrow.
Of course, 3 o'clock. Okay. Oh, hey, what about your card?
It's a present. I got it for you. Take care of old Monty.
Hey, Cindy, take a look at this.
Another baseball card. An old one. An old expensive one. I thought you were going to be revising your resume today, Ed. Your interview is tomorrow. You promised you'd try.
Yeah, but it's the weirdest coincidence I've ever seen. Paula gave it to me. This guy looks just like me, and what's more, in 1909, this Monty Hanks guy batted .322, had 87 ribbies, and stole 31 bases. Is that weird or what?
Or what?
No, but those are even the same stats I had my first year up in the majors.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, I thought I had a bad break. This guy really got shortchanged. His team was in the pennant race late September. He got hit in the face with a pitched ball. Never recovered consciousness.
Look, will you pay attention? Your interview is tomorrow, Ed. I think it's a lot more important than some baseball player that died before you were born. You know, Larry Dula is a big fan of yours, and you promised you'd try for me.
I will. I'll be fine. That's at 2 o'clock, right? I'll turn on the old charm, get the job, and be home by 7 with a bottle of champagne to celebrate my gainful employment. How's that?
Vetricom Computer Division.
Thank you.
I had a 2 o'clock appointment.
I'm sorry, Mr. Hamner. I realize you've been waiting a long time, but Mr. Dula is still on his conference call.
Would you tell him I had another appointment? I couldn't wait.
All right, we know you can do it. You can strike high, you can get him.
Hey, let's see some smoke.
You tell him. You shoot now. Come on, concentrate. 3 good ones. We go.
Right.
Well, look who's here. The Rookie of the Year.
Oh, I'm late. I'm sorry. Paula's team won the championship. Coach took the kids out for pizza. They wanted me to come along. I had an hour and a half easy. I don't know. Somehow I just lost track of time. I remembered the champagne.
Surprised you didn't pour it over Paula's head. Isn't that how it's done? What did you think we'd celebrate tonight, Ed? You could have had the Vetricom job, but no, you just walked away from it.
Maybe it's just as well. I mean, Well, I know about selling computers anyway.
What about our future, Ed? It's been 2 years since your injury. Are you just going to sit around and feel sorry for yourself for the rest of your life? Do you ever think about me?
Do you think I like paying all the bills while you sit around trading baseball cards?
Monty boy, come on, are you all right?
You must have one hard head, Monty. I thought that killed you.
My leg. There's nothing wrong with my leg.
Of course there's nothing wrong with your leg. It's your damned head that got hit. Maybe I should send Moran in to run for you.
No, I'm fine.
Well, come on. This ain't no fan dance. Let's play ball.
Play ball!
What happened to you?
Something wonderful.
A busted nose is wonderful.
And that's not all. Oh! Look at this.
Oh, gross.
I did it yesterday. Well, 78 years ago, really, but it felt like yesterday. It's a beaut, isn't it? A real strawberry. I got it sliding into second.
Into second what?
Second base. Spikes high in a cloud of dust. I had 2 stolen bases and a 3-run homer. But I didn't need this. It's that baseball card. Somehow, it took me back. And this guy, Bonnie Hanks, I'm him. He's me. I know. It's hard for me to believe, too.
Maybe you had some kind of a dream or something.
I didn't do this in any dream. Look at the card.
I don't see anything. What?
Check the stats. Home run, second year.
8. 8? Yesterday it was 7.
I hit that one. It was real. I was there. And I'm going back. Hey, kid. You want to see a baseball game?
Yeah, sure, but...
take my hand?
I don't know, Ed. This is a little weird.
Hold on. Here we go.
We get rough.
Let's win this one. Come on.
Happened, Ed.
Monty, you're late. Get that kid out of here. Come on, look alive. We got a ball game to win.
Huh?
You were great.
I feel great. We're only a game behind the Athletics. If we could sweep them, we take the pennant. And I'll be in the World Series.
Oh, wow. World Series! Uh-oh.
Well.
I was supposed to be home for dinner 20 minutes ago.
But yeah, go on, get out of here. We'll do it again tomorrow. I'll see you. Take off.
Don't you think you're a little old to be playing with kids and sorting baseball cards?
I guess I'm not exactly a prize husband. We were just kids when we got married, Cindy. You grew up. I guess I didn't. I still love baseball. I know it's just a kid's game, but I love it, Cindy. God, but I love it.
More than me?
No, not more than you. Can't I have both? I guess not.
I talked to Larry Dula. There's a company banquet tomorrow. Their speaker had to cancel, and he asked if you'd fill in. You know, tell a few of your old Tiger stories. I'm having your tux cleaned. You always look so sexy in a tux.
I don't know, Cindy.
Come on, Ed. Once they get to know you, I'm sure they'll find some work for you.
Oh, there you are. It's an early game today. I didn't want to leave without you.
I can't go today. I've got an orthodontist appointment.
But today's the big one. We beat the Athletics today. We clinched first place.
Yeah, I know, but my mom will never let me get out of it. Especially for something I can't even tell her about.
Well, I'll miss you. Won't be the same without you there rooting for me.
Well, I'll still be rooting. I'll just be 78 years away.
Big dinner party tonight. I'm meeting my future employers.
You're gonna be a coach?
Computer salesman.
Aren't you happier playing ball?
It's not that easy, Paula. Not when you're an adult. I have responsibilities.
And I was thinking about 1910. It almost seems like you belong there.
8 innings of goose eggs. I can't believe we're not hitting this guy. Sit down, Monty. You're driving me batty.
You gotta score soon. What time do you suppose it is?
Later than you think if we don't beat these bums.
Ed?
You never swing at pitches like that. Your last 2 at-bats make you look like you don't even want to be here.
swinging too hard, I guess.
Well, now get out there and hold them. If they can do it to us, we can do it to them.
Mac, I got a problem.
Oh, yeah, me too. If we don't win today, we don't get no pennant. Now, what's your problem?
It's my wife, I promised her.
Your wife? We're into extra innings.
Mac, you don't understand. If I stay here, I stand to lose everything I've got, including my wife. I'm out of extra innings at home.
What about here? I'm talking about the World Series. Are you nuts or what? Walk out of here and you don't come back. I mean that. Not tomorrow, not ever. Moran, take third.
No. I'll finish the game.
That's more like it. Now let's play ball.
Where's Ed?
Don't you knock?
What are you doing to Ed's stuff?
Repaying him? Each one of these cards is a day he wasted. Part of our lives he threw away. Look around you, Paula. I'm almost even.
No. He'll be back. I know he will.
Oh, yeah. Rookie of the Year always makes it home, doesn't he? What if there's no home when he gets there?
Don't say that.
He's a big man to you, isn't he? Big man. You know why he's so nice to you? Because you're a fan. Ed needs to hear him cheering, and you're the only fan he's got left.
Ed just needs someone to care about him.
It's all so simple when you're 12, isn't it? But eventually you'll grow up and you'll realize you can't play games for the rest of your life.
You're wrong. Give it to me, please.
Thought I didn't notice it. Ed's latest treasure? Showed it to me the other day. Is it special to it?
No, it's my favorite. Ed doesn't even care about it. I like it because I told Ed it looks like him, but he doesn't think so.
You're lying. I remember now the stats. Same stats as the Rookie of the Year.
No! I bought it for him. It cost so much, my mom will kill me. Please don't.
Take it. Take it and get out. Oh, that's right. Cherish it. You're a girl, Paula. You're just a little girl. But you'll grow up, and when you do, losers like Ed won't look so wonderful. I promise you that.
He'll always look wonderful to me.
Go on, go home. There's nothing you can do for him.
Yeah. There is. I knew you'd do it.
Ed Hamner, Monty Hanks. To some, a mere face on a trading card. But to a special friend, he's an eternal boy of summer. An athlete who found himself drafted by a unique team in a league that plays its games in the Twilight Zone. On the frontier, any frontier, there can be little margin for error. Just as the first covered wagons making their way across the American desert had a finite supply of food and water, so too on this even vaster frontier are there laws that must be strictly observed. Thomas Barton has been piloting emergency dispatch ships for 5 years. He has never been faced with this particular law of the frontier until now. Thomas Barton is about to discover firsthand that there are limits, even here, in the boundless reaches of the Twilight Zone.
Computational error, unauthorized payload. Computational error, unauthorized payload. Fuel supply insufficient for mission completion at present mass.
All right, come out of there. I said, come out of there. All right, hold it right there. Right there. All right, come out real slow. Come on. Come on.
All right. I give up. Look, I know I shouldn't have done this.
Who are you?
I was going to Mimir for the Linguistics Academy there. And then I heard your EDS was going to Woden, so I... You see, my brother, Jerry, he works on Woden, on the government survey team there, and it's been 5 years since I've seen him. I haven't seen him since he left Earth. You see, it was just sort of the two of us growing up, and... Well, I knew it'd be like a year before I'd see him again. 5 years is a long time, you know. I've missed him. And I know I shouldn't have stowed away, but I didn't want to wait another year. I knew I'd be breaking some sort of regulation. Another look. I'm not a freeloader. I can pay for my own keep once we get to work. And I've got a Class B computer license, and my background is in linguistics, so that might be useful. This is nice.
What's your name?
Marilyn Lee Cross. My brother's Jerry Cross. Do you know?
No, I don't.
Are we going faster?
Yeah, I shut off the engines that were decelerating us as we moved into Woden's star system. I'm trying to save a little fuel for a little while.
Why?
Stardust, this is EDS 34G11. Barton speaking, priority blue. I need to speak with Commander Delhart immediately.
Are you gonna...
Priority blue acknowledged, Barton. Patching you in.
Are you gonna ask them to come back for me? Don't!
Barton, what seems to be the problem?
Commander Delhart, we have a stowaway on board.
I see. I assume you follow standard procedures.
Negative, sir, I have not. Commander Delhart, the situation is a little unusual here. The stowaway isn't a criminal or a smuggler. She's a girl.
What?
Yes, sir, a teenager. She wants to see her brother in Woden. She didn't even know what she was doing.
Oh.
Commander Delhart, is there another cruiser in the area? A freighter or another scout ship?
No, you're too far out. We're the only ship within 40 light years.
What about sending out another EDS?
It would never reach you on time.
What about a ground-to-space transport from Woden? Anything at all, sir?
No, I'm sorry. There's absolutely no possibility of intercept. There's just nobody out there to help. Martin, I'm sorry. I wish to God there was something I could do, but there isn't. You do understand that, don't you?
What does he mean?
Yes, sir, I understand.
I'll get ship's records to Colony so we can make the necessary notifications. Delhart out.
Are you gonna tell me what he means?
The ship is carrying serum for cholera fever. Back to Group 1 on Woden. Their base was hit by a meteor storm. Their supply was wiped out. Do you know what cholera fever is?
No?
It's like meningitis. It's quicker and more painful. Group 2, where your brother is actually 8,000 miles away across the Western Sea from Group 1, so there's no way they can get back to Group 1 in time to help, which means 35 men are going to die unless the ship with the serum reaches them on schedule.
I see, so I'm throwing you off the schedule?
EDS, this is ship's records. EDS.
This is EDS, I acknowledge.
We'll need all the data on the subject's identification disc.
One moment, please. I see your identification disc. ID number T837-Y41, name Marilyn Lee Cross, date of birth July 7th, 2040, place of birth Grand Rapids, Michigan, American Commonwealth, Earth.
Original destination.
Port City, Beamer.
Time of execution.
What? What does she mean?
At what time was the stowaway ejected from the ship?
I'll inform you later.
Ejected? She can't be serious.
Now listen to me. It's my fault because I should have told you as soon as I found you. And I thought maybe once I contacted Delhart could do something about it. I don't know.
If you eject me, I'll die.
I realize that.
Warning. Fuel supply insufficient for mission completion. Moving to condition yellow.
I didn't hurt anybody. I just wanted to see my brother.
Nobody wants you to die, and nobody would ever let it be this way if there was anything humanly possible they could do to change it, but there's not. I mean, these emergency dispatch ships are given just exactly enough fuel to get to their destination, maybe a little extra to allow for atmospheric turbulence.
And my added weight will cause it to lose its fuel before we reach the ground.
Yeah, it'll crash, and you and I'll die, and so will 35 people waiting for the serum.
What about the Stardust? Can't it come to pick me up?
No. God, it's carrying medical supplies and food to the outer colonies. Hundreds of people will die if it doesn't reach its destination on schedule.
You talk like this happens every day, you know? Just like you're throwing some excess baggage overboard.
You don't think I'm going to have to live with this for the rest of my life? I mean, every night when you come to me in my dreams, don't you think if there was anything I could do to help you, I would do it?
Entering Woden gravitational vector phase 1. Engine ignition must occur at T-minus 85 minutes. Mass must be reduced.
It's all just numbers, isn't it? Ratios. Equations. It's nothing personal. It's just mathematics.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. It is just mathematics. I mean, H amount of fuel won't power this ship safely to its destination with M plus X amount of mass. It's as simple as that.
X. That's me, isn't it? The unwanted factor in a mathematical equation. I can go alone, or I can take 35 others with me.
In case you're wondering, the EDS doesn't have any sophisticated landing computers. I mean, you can't pilot the ship by yourself.
I know. Thanks for the thought, though. Isn't there anything else?
What, jettison? These things are designed pretty lean. I mean, there's hardly an extra kilogram. Wait a second. Just wait 1 second.
Warning. Fuel supply insufficient for mission completion.
think it's enough?
Well, we'll soon find out. Damn it, that's not even half what we need.
How long do I have before I have to leave?
I have to reactivate the engines and start deceleration by 1900 hours.
That's less than an hour. Oh, God, how did this happen so fast?
It's different out here. I mean, it's not like Earth. The frontier's so vast that there's no margin for error out here. I mean, you make a mistake, there's nobody can help you.
Entering Woden gravitational vector. Phase 2 engine ignition must occur at T-minus 75 minutes.
You want to talk to him? Your brother? Do you want to talk to your brother? I think we're within range now.
Yes.
EDS 34G11 to Group 2 on Woden, please copy.
Group 2, Woden. We copy EDS.
Jerry Cross, please. It's urgent.
Jerry? No, he went out on a reconnaissance mission. He won't be back for a while yet. Over.
Please notify him as soon as possible, then signal us. It's urgent. EDS out.
It seems to go faster all the time, doesn't it? I just want to hear his voice. I think when I hear his voice, I won't be so scared. It's cold in here. Is it cold?
No, it's, yeah, it's colder than it should be here.
Maybe I shouldn't wait, you know, maybe I'm just being selfish. Maybe it would be better for Jerry if you told him afterward.
No. No, that's not what he'd want. He'd want you to wait.
Is it getting dark where he is? I've heard everyone I love. I've been so stupid, so selfish.
It wasn't your fault. It really wasn't your fault at all, and they'll understand that.
I'll never be able to tell them. I never took them for granted. And I knew about all those little sacrifices they made. Also, I wouldn't have to do without. God. Never being able to tell them how much I love them.
They know.
I've read about how people look when they die in space. But I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything to die for.
Please, I know you didn't. I know you didn't, and I know you're not to blame, and I'm sorry. Do you understand me? I am so sorry.
I'll be okay.
Signal transmission from G2.
Jerry?
Incoming.
It's Jerry.
Just
Cross here, what is it? EDS, come in. Gerald Cross here.
Jerry? I wanted to see you.
Marilyn? Is that you? What are you doing on EDS?
I wanted to see you, Jerry, so I hid on the ship.
You hid?
The stowaway. I didn't know what it would mean.
Oh, Marilyn, what have you done?
I didn't mean to hurt you, Jerry. I just wanted to see
I'm sorry. Don't cry, sis. I didn't mean it to sound that way. It's just that it's unfair. It's because of me.
Oh, don't feel like that, Jerry. Don't let me go knowing you feel like that.
EDS, have you called Stardust? Is there anything?
There's nothing he can do, Jerry. He tried everything. No one can help me now, I know that. I just wanted to say goodbye, Jerry.
The planet's starting to swing. We're losing contact with the base now.
Jerry, you're fading away, so I have to say goodbye now. But maybe we'll see each other again. I'll be nothing you can see, but I'll be there. Always think of me like that. Always.
Always like that. Never any other way.
Goodbye, Jerry. I love you.
Marilyn, I love you.
Warning, fuel supply insufficient for mission completion at present mass. Condition red. Mission status in jeopardy. Condition red.
I'm ready. Phase 3 engine ignition must occur at T-3 minutes. All systems functioning normally.
In the darkness, Thomas Barton hurtles towards his destination with the realization that there is room for emotion on the wilder frontiers of the universe. Emotion and the memory of a girl who had not known that sometimes it takes a human life to balance a cold equation in the black geometry of The Twilight Zone.
Folks, closing time.
Oh, look at this shot. You'll never think this in a million years. Guy thinks he's the next Fats Brown. Come on, let's get out of here.
Hey, Joe, how come he gets to stay?
Because he asks nice. Now get going.
I'm off to Mulvaney's. Anybody for a beer?
Hey, Jesse.
Do you see what I mean? You see what I mean? An impossible shot, but I made it. The right stuff, the right draw, perfect position. And what do I get? Fats Brown, Fats Brown. Well, I'm sick of it, Fats Brown. I'm the best pool cue on Randolph Street. Me, Jesse Cardiff, and everybody knows it. Fats was good. So he was good. But he's dead. Do you hear me? He's dead. He's been dead for 15 years, but every time I turn around, I hear about him. That was pretty good, Jesse, but Fats was better. Fats was the best, Jesse. Fats Brown is dead. If he was alive in this room, I could beat him. You'd see, I'd give anything to play him one game. I'd show you who's best. One game. One lousy game.
At your service.
Jesse Cardiff, pool shark, the best on Randolph Street, who will soon learn that trying to be the best at anything carries its own special risk, in or out of the Twilight Zone.
You called?
But you're
dead? Not really. As long as people talk about you, you don't really die. As long as people speak your name, you continue. The legend doesn't die because the man does.
This is impossible.
Nothing's impossible. Just some things are less likely than others, that's all.
This isn't a rib. You're him. You're
James Howard Brown. See, my friends call me Fats. Now, I know it's a shock, but you called me. I didn't call you.
I didn't mean that it...
It's just let it talk.
I was only...
You like to play with fire, but you don't like to cook. Is that it? You know that you're not as good as you claim to be. You know deep down inside that you're second rate.
Hey, hold on.
Strictly second rate. What, are you afraid? Look, I come a long way. I don't like to be fooled with. I meet guys like you all the time. A little knack, a little skill, a little style. But when the heat's on, you choke. Excuse me.
You've never seen me play. How you know I can't beat you? It is possible, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it's possible. But you ain't gonna do it with your mouth.
All right, fat boy, dead or alive. I'll tell you something. You may be some tin god, but I think you're just a big balloon waiting for somebody to put a needle in you. Well, I'm that somebody. This is the needle.
See, play me then.
Rack 'em.
Steaks?
Steaks?
Yeah, there's something to make the game a little more interesting.
And you're all of it. Hey.
Use your brains, kid. What good is that to me?
Then what?
Something to make my long journey worthwhile.
Name it.
You said that you'd give anything to play with me. Anything.
What are you talking about, pal? Just what kind of stakes are you talking about?
Life or death.
What?
You beat me, you live. You lose, you die. It's interesting. It's interesting to see how much faith you have in yourself. You don't want to be the best bad enough, kid. When I was your age, I'd have jumped at the chance. But then again, I wasn't second rate.
Hey, hold on. You say I don't want to be the best bad enough? You're wrong. Do you know how many nights I slept on this table? Yeah, I did that. I made a deal with the owner. That way I could practice after the place closed. I haven't seen a movie in years. I haven't read a book. I haven't dated a girl because it would take too much time from this table.
That's a lot of talk. You'll never know till you risk everything.
Stop pushing! Wait! Don't go.
Then you accept the terms. Life or death.
Rack the balls.
I had this specially made for me in St. Louis. Rock maple, ebony. Cost me $600. I've been making a living from it for about 25 years.
What's the name of the game? 9-ball? 8-ball?
Rotation.
Get out of here. Nobody plays that.
I do. What's money, not up to it?
I'm up to it. I know the rules. 300 points. You toss for that break?
Sure.
Call it.
Tails. Change your mind? You can, you know. Heads. My break. Two balls on the rail. A perfect break. No advantage given. Now it's your turn to scatter the balls.
Do something with that.
Looks like you're sewed up. It'll cost you if you don't connect with the one ball.
Bank. 2 rails, 2 ball corner pocket. Did you see that, fat boy? Funny. No man can rise to the occasion when his life is at stake. 2 ball, 2 points.
Not bad.
It was great! You're like all the others. You keep trying to bring me down. When I was a kid, there were plenty of guys like you. Guys that were good at things. Like music, basketball, arithmetic. They'd do everything they could to make me feel this high.
But you fooled them, didn't you?
Right. I knew that somewhere there was something I could be good at. I had the eye for it.
What happened to it?
Ball, you scratch. And that'll cost you points.
Your shot.
Points. You have 7.
Game's young yet, my friend. Very young. Shoot. Rack them, please. $15 ball in that pocket, and a perfect break at the same time. One. And 2. Four.
need every ball on the table to win. I only need one of them.
You know, Jesse, there's more to life than this pool hall. I mean, it's not right for you to keep yourself cooped up here like this. I mean, you ought to get out a little more, see what's going on outside.
You didn't become the best by sitting on a park bench. You spent plenty of time with the cue in your hands.
Yeah, of course I did, but I still had a life. I mean, I've been to places where they never even heard of pool. I know. I don't look the part, but I've made love. I've watched sunsets. I've swam in the ocean. And when I think of all the beautiful things that there are to do in this world, it hurts me to see you rotting away. Because that's what you're doing. You're rotting in this dark room.
You're lying. You're trying to distract me. That's low. You made me miss!
A little gamesmanship, a little pressure, and you come apart. That's kid stuff. To break your concentration, you go wild.
That's it. The game ball. All my life, I've waited for this moment. Sink it, and I beat you. I become the greatest.
If you sink it.
You're sweating. Why are you nervous?
For reasons you probably wouldn't understand.
Oh, I understand. It means a lot, doesn't it? Even to a dead man. To have your name up there as the unbeatable champion of all time.
Well, it carries a certain satisfaction, yes.
I'll give you a shot at my crown, Jesse. But only if you're willing to stake your life on the game. Couldn't be just a friendly game, could it?
Well, I take him as I get him. It's not just a friendly game to you. It's a life or death thing. So I acted accordingly. You see, the champions and the legends serve a purpose. They're an incentive. They're a challenge.
I don't need no challenge.
Everybody needs a challenge. The great musicians, they're better. They're better because of Bach. They're better because of Beethoven, Mozart. See, I'm just a pool player. But I'm the best.
You were the best. Well, what are you waiting for? Get it over with. You said life or death.
No, you really didn't expect me to kill you, did you?
You said if I'd won, I'd live. If I'd lost, I'd die.
And you will. As all second-raters die. You'll be buried and forgotten without me touching you. See, if you'd have beaten me, if you'd have beaten me, you would have lived forever.
You tricked me.
No. No, you just have to be tested under pressure, that's all. Any man can be a marksman if the target doesn't shoot back.
Wait! It's not over! I haven't given up. I'll practice. Night and day. I'm still alive. I can be better. I will be better. From me again, Fat Sprout.
Lives of great men all remind us we can make our lives sublime. And departing, leave behind us footprints on the sands of time, on the earth as we know it, and in the Twilight Zone. Current guest in room 2426, Martin Decker, theoretical biochemist. Checked in for observation a week ago. It seems he was displaying antisocial behavior, wrong thinking, and other intellectual crimes against the state. Diagnosis: schizophrenia, curable only by intense therapy sessions, followed by a full confession and disclosure of the facts. Once cured, Martin will be released. Or buried.
I have a feeling we'll be seeing a breakthrough in this therapy soon. How are you feeling?
It's none of your damn business.
Yeah, let's have a look. He is not fit to be released as yet. He needs another treatment. Or two. You could make things very simple by telling us where to find the notebooks.
Notebooks? What notebooks?
Oh, dear. We're going to have to start all over again. The notebooks!
You'll never see them.
You're willing to suffer for a few sheets of paper, a few chicken scratches and ink. What is it anyway? It's only a new way to kill grasshoppers.
You make a little modification here, a little adjustment there, and then you can annihilate millions of human beings.
Then why did you do the research if you never intended to use it? I'm a scientist. You wouldn't understand this, but there are people who believe that ideas have an innate, intrinsic value. Oh, well, we believe that ideas have value. Values when applied to the service of the state. You see, until then, they're just worthless, abstract, theoretical equations. Come, Dr. Decker. Surely you must have known how this might be put to use. I was blinded by the research grants and the awards and my pride in my work. I thought of the bacteria as a way to wage war on famine and hunger. But then I realized, in your hands, it would be just to wage war. And you don't have a right to knowledge like that. That's where you're wrong, Dr. Decker. We have a right to all knowledge. Why don't you just write down the processes? It'll save us all a lot of trouble, and you a lot of pain. I couldn't do it if I wanted to. The process took years. Just tell us where you've hidden the books. I see this is going to be a useless discussion any further.
That's totally wrong.
Oh, come on, Martin. You know, your pragmatism blinds you. There are many things which are important, yet cannot be measured in any scientific way.
Amory, it was you that taught me to be pragmatic and to insist on empirical data.
As a scientist, yes, but as a human being, it is also your job to dream, to believe, to be committed to great truths, besides the physical laws.
What truths?
That knowledge is power, that there is inherent value in a human life, and that great thoughts do not come from a mind in shackles.
Oh, what about Gandhi? He did his best thinking in prison.
Only his body was imprisoned. His mind was free.
There's a playmate for you.
Gone now.
Thanks.
It looks like you're going to live.
Can I have some more?
There isn't any more. Till morning.
What? You gave me the last?
Yeah, that's all I'm going to be able to give you. You're on your own now.
I had no idea it's going to be this hard.
It gets worse. So what'd you do to get thrown in here? Sleep with some bureaucrat's wife?
Wish I would have thought of that. That would have been the easy way. But I like the image of the outsider. Fighting against impossible odds. Kind of like you.
What do you know about me?
A lot. In a sense, we're brothers.
You're not my brother. You don't know anything about me.
I know enough.
Oh, really?
I know about the notebooks.
Who sent you?
Friends, your sacrifice has not gone unnoticed. You have allies who think as you do. I'm here to help you escape.
Escape? Then you're a fool. The security at this so-called hospital is notorious. No one gets over the walls.
Oh, yes. The
The walls, of course. There are other ways. I can help you escape safely.
How do we do this? We fly.
Your skepticism doesn't surprise me. And you will find it hard to believe that I've been trained to use my mind in a different way than you. I can go anywhere I want to. No walls can contain me.
I think Dr. Ostroff has given you one too many treatments.
Go ahead, laugh. But teletransportation is a reality.
Teletransportation. Teletransportation is the fevered fantasy of a very disturbed individual with whom I happen to be locked up. You're a lunatic.
Does sound ridiculous, doesn't it?
Yes, that sums it up very well.
Is it so ridiculous to think that men can transport themselves with the powers of their minds when they already use a simple beam of light to carve holes in granite and knock satellites from the sky?
Shining a beam of light from here to there is very different from teletransporting matter.
Is it?
Mr. Decker, the doctor will see you now.
We're here.
See how simple it is?
It's been so long, I forgot what the real world was like.
And all you had to do was believe. Really believe.
Where are the notebooks? Are there copies? Where are the notebooks? Where did you hide them? Are there copies? Turn it up. Where are the notebooks? Are there copies?
Tell me about the girl.
She was very beautiful. She sat right next to me. I could almost touch her. I don't want to think about it. It was a drug-induced dream. Another one of Dr. Ostroff's tricks.
We can't let him beat us. Let's finish our chess game. Maybe that'll keep us focused. Bishop to queen 4. Bishop takes pawn. Bishop takes pawn, your move.
A rook to king 7, check.
Right. Good move. Let's see, king to knight. Knight. I can't. I just can't see the board anymore. I want to help you, friend. But I'm not sure I can hold out much longer.
Go! If you can go take a walk on the beach or spend the night in some woman's arms, go! Leave me alone!
I can't. I have a mission. Unless I get you out of here, I failed. You are not the only one with convictions, you know.
Idiot. They've gotten to you. They're making you believe these damn dreams. They're illusions. Let them go.
It's you they've gotten to. You've lost your faith, your imagination. I can get us out of here.
Look,
we can be free.
Just answer me this. Why didn't you just appear here in the first place? Why were you physically thrown in here?
For them. For the people who run this place. I knew you'd be hard to convince, and I knew I'd have to spend time here. But Martin, I can't do it alone. To get you out of here, I need your cooperation, faith, your belief.
Just leave me alone. I don't want to share in your insanity.
You don't need to suffer like this, my friend.
Oh, stop.
Just listen. All it takes is belief.
All right. Let's just say for a moment that I believe. How do you do it? How do you transcend matter?
Like all great truths, it's profound yet simple. You believe with all of your being that you're in another place than you are.
Just like that?
Only if you truly believe.
What does it feel like?
It's kind of hard to describe. It's kind of, well, the closest thing I can think of, it's like falling asleep, feeling weightless.
What if something goes wrong?
At least you won't be here.
Well, I'll do anything to get out of here. So you just tell me and I'll do it.
All right, close your eyes. You believe, don't you?
Yes, I believe it.
Fine.
How do I know where I'm going?
I'll guide us in our journey. Just let yourself go. You'll be safe. Just let go. It's a safe place where no one can find us. A room above a boulevard. A safe place.
Key?
What is this place?
A safe house. Please, you mustn't do that. We can't run the risk of your being seen from the street. There are more lives at stake than just yours. Come sit down. I'll have a cup of tea. First time's always a little disorienting. Why'd you do that?
I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't a dream.
You convinced?
I can't believe we did it. We got out. But how was that possible? I have to understand the mechanics of this. It has to be some kind of biochemical energy exchange. How do you work it?
You made it work.
Yes, I did, didn't I? But how?
In due time. Sit down. We have more important business.
What could be more important than a scientific breakthrough like this?
The notebooks. We've got to destroy them.
Of course, I'll have to go and get them.
No. That would be too risky. It's broad daylight out there.
Well, I'll wait until nightfall.
No, it can't wait. Tell me where they are and I'll get them.
No, it's too important to trust anybody with. Besides, what if somebody sees you?
Ah, me, I'm nobody. I'm a mere flea on the back of the system. But you're known. You're a real threat. By now, your picture's been circulated. Every cop in the corner knows who you are.
All right. Give me a pencil. You have to go to the university. And you go to this room in the biochemistry building. And behind the lectern in the wall is a false panel, and the notebook is there.
I won't let you down.
Good work.
It was hardly a challenge. These idealists are always such dreamers.
No sight of him.
Close all the exits. You understand that if he's not found, you will be held fully responsible.
But it was just a trick. He couldn't have actually done it.
As man has progressed, up from the mud and down from the trees, his best tool has always been logical thought. That tool has taken us in a grand arc, from the first flint against steel to the apocalypse of colliding atoms. What Martin Decker, man of science, has learned is that every once in a while, we must step out of the confines of logic and take a leap of faith into the Twilight Zone. Andrea Moffat longs for true love. A man who is strong, handsome, and exotic, who desires her above all other women. She is about to learn that naivety has its price, and that the universe has a very curious sense of humor.
Do you have the key for the other register?
No, try the mouse. I think she had it last.
She's not a mouse.
Hamster? No, wait. Gerbil. Cute and fuzzy? Soft and squishy? You know, you're wasting your time with her.
Elaine said you had the key for Register 2.
Oh, yes, I do. It's over there.
It's no problem. Andy, I was wondering if you're doing anything after work tonight?
It's nice of you to ask me. Yes, I am. I'm busy. But thank you.
Squeak, squeak. You know, you really shouldn't pass up Carl. He's not such a bad catch. I mean, someone like you can't afford to be choosy. Quiet, I mean.
I know, but
he's no Prince Charming. Honey, there ain't no such animal. There are lots of other kinds of animals. I can tell you all about them. They're the ones who would rather chew their arms off than stay until morning. And then, of course, they're the ones who expect you to make breakfast for them as a reward for their performance.
Elaine, you said you were going to give up those downers if they ever catch you.
But they won't. Because my dear, sweet friend Andrea's going to watch out for me, isn't she?
One of these days it's going to catch up with you.
If I didn't take these, I couldn't sleep. If I couldn't sleep, I couldn't work. We wouldn't want me to lose my job, would we?
Hello. Hello there. I haven't seen you around here before. Are you friendly? Let me see. Oh, you're a big one. Let me see you. Let me see you. Oh, what's the matter? You don't have a collar, huh? Didn't anyone buy you a collar? You know? If somebody loved you, they'd buy you a collar. There you go, big guy. Like that. Ooh, you're thirsty. Don't you make a habit of it, though.
Scream if you must. I've checked out your place. You've gone to a lot of trouble to isolate yourself, to hide from the world.
Call the police.
By all means. Tell them that you've seen a man turn into a cat. You really must buy a better brand of coffee. Now the Turks, they knew how to brew coffee. Even if they were barbarians. I won't hurt you. I came from Provence, originally, a long time ago. I was called Guillaume de Marchaux. I had a great talent for two things, singing and making love. One night, I was caught making love to the wrong woman, or rather the right woman at the wrong time. Her husband could do things you call impossible today. He cursed me to remain forever in the form of a cat, only able to become a man again at night. But It's not such a curse. I have spent centuries loving women, showing women how to love. Women like you. If you ask me to go, I will go. But I promise you, you will never see my like again. Never feel the things that I alone can make you feel.
This is a dream.
It's a very nice dream, yes?
Yes. No. Yes, it is. I just never thought that it would happen to me. You are the one, aren't you?
Am I?
Morning, Elaine. Morning, Carl.
Chipper, happy, perky. The end of the world is upon us. Have you been drinking too much coffee again?
Nope, I just had a nice night. Morning, Dr. Wood. What's he going to do? Meow at me?
You sure you don't, need some of these?
Would you please put them back?
Just trying to be neighborly. Inventory, Carl, huh? I am telling you, nobody changes that much in a week unless there's sex involved.
Oh, that's $36.75? What I would give to be a fly on the wall.
As opposed to a bat in her belfry?
Is that a remark?
Hi. How are you? You know what? I have something for you. I have a present. Here it is.
Andrea, come here. What were you thinking of? What do you think would have happened when I tried to become a man with this around my neck?
I'm sorry, Guillaume. I just didn't want anyone to pick you up as a stray during the day. I didn't think.
I haven't survived this long by letting some fool of a woman put a collar on me. No one owns Guillaume de Marchaux. No one. Do you hear?
I'm sorry, Guillaume. I bought some other things for you. Shirts. Socks.
Next time, buy something that I'll enjoy seeing on you. Silk, satin, black lace. You know what I want. Good. Until then, we shall simply have to do without.
Long lunch.
You've been late yourself sometimes.
What have we got here? Oh, who is this for? Is this for Carl, baby? No, Carl, baby's jaw's on the floor. Oh, come on, Andy, kiss and tell, huh?
Just put it back, please.
I think it's about time a certain fly made an appearance on a certain wall.
Your coffee? I have a surprise for you.
Yes, it's very nice. How many times have I asked you for one simple thing? I want something that a man can stand to drink, not this sewage water that you keep serving me.
I'll get some tomorrow.
You will go now, or I will leave. For good.
Hi, I'm a friend of Andy's. Can I come in? Lately, Andy's been so, tense at work. I just thought I'd, stop in and see how she was getting on.
I've heard a lot about you.
Oh, nothing bad, I hope.
That depends on what one means by bad, does it not? We have 20 minutes to become acquainted.
I think we have to do this again real soon.
Yes. You just missed your friend, Elaine.
I know what kind of a friend she is. How could you? I thought you loved me.
Spare me the cliches. This isn't a scene from one of your silly books. I've been here too long. It's time I left.
Oh, no, Guillaume. You can't. I love you.
It is the way of the tomcat. I've had my fun, and so have you. Love had nothing to do with it.
You're going to her, aren't you?
Yes.
Oh, Guillaume. Please, don't go. Just one more night. That's all I ask. Please.
All right. One more night.
I'll make some coffee.
You can't buy me back with coffee, Andrea. After tonight, it's over.
Yes. It's over. Your coffee.
Strong and bitter. As I like it.
I'm glad that you like it. I picked it especially for you. Hello? Oh, hi, Carl. No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Yeah, well, Elaine does things like that. I haven't seen a movie in ages. Yeah, Friday night, that'd be fine. Sure. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, me too. Bye.
Poor Andrea. The injured innocent. You are no better than any other woman I've ever known. You never learn. You...
I did learn. I won't be weak anymore. That's the best lesson of all. I want you to remember that. In case you ever think of coming back here again.
Have you been here before?
No, I haven't been here before. Sex? Male. He's a tomcat.
Well then, what can we do for you today?
I'd like to have him fixed.
A lesson on romance versus reality, with a word of warning for those who want to mix the two. Don't. Or you may find your head in the clouds, your feet on the ground, and the rest of you somewhere in the Twilight Zone.